I'm Katie from the Faulkner County Library, and this is November's Book Nook pick, Island to Island by Alexis Castellanos. So in Island to Island, we follow Marisol, who is a child refugee from Cuba in the 1960s. And the story follows her as she goes through some really tough events, but is also able to find joy in everyday life. And one of my favorite things about this book is it is actually a wordless graphic novel, or a nearly wordless graphic novel. But the author uses a lot of symbolism through pictures and illustrations, and especially the use of color. So we see some spreads that are super colorful and some that have less color and just flashes of color and pops of color throughout that make it a really interesting read. And as you read, you kind of figure out the patterns of when the color is emerging and why the color is emerging. And it just adds a really unique aspect to the story. I have personally not read a ton of wordless novels. I typically like to read stories that are written where the story is explicitly told to you through words. So it was a really unique experience to get to read a mostly wordless novel that I could use the pictures to help me illustrate what was going on. And I thought the author did a really good job with that. Another feature of the book is that it is historical fiction that is based on a real event. And the author has provided a lot of information in the back of the book about what that event was. It talks about Operation Peter Pan, which took place between the United States and Cuba in the 1960s. And she has written about what that means, and also has given us some information for additional resources and some further reading. November might be a good time if you have some interest in historical topics or hobbies or skills that you want to learn, to kind of pick up some more nonfiction books about that. And if you will go through some of your favorite historical fiction, you might find back matter like this that will give you some recommendations of what to read to further explore your interests. So this month's pick is Island to Island by Alexis Castellanos, and I hope you'll check it out from the Faulkner County Library. And make sure to like and subscribe our YouTube page for more programming and library information.